Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast show. And you know, I always got special guests, special individuals that come through. Dr. Annette's coming back. This is her second time on the network, and it's been a joy talking to her, and I can't wait to get into some more faith, growth, and the power of the words in the book that she's released. And I'm just enjoying her presence coming up here. See you soon, Annette. Let's go.
Before you today, and there's just one thing that I want to say. You say, thank you, Lord. Did you bring your praise? Thank you, for all you've given to me. All the blessings, everybody. Say thank you, Lord. Say thank you, Lord.
We always got special guests that come in. Today, Dr. Annette comes through again. She's been, working and having some fire things going on, and I want her to come back up to the network to actually talk about these things, talk about what she got going on. Dr. Annette, this is part 2 of her coming up here. And I'm going to jump right into it, Dr. Annette. Welcome back. I got some questions for you. I want to jump right into it. Dr. Annette, since our last conversation, how has your faith evolved or deepened in this new season of your life? Let's get into it. Welcome back to the network.
Hi, everybody, and welcome. Thank you so much for having me back. Yes. How has my faith? Wow. I talk about faith and hope and alignment all the time, mind, body, spirit. And I'm like everybody else, people. Some days we just have some long days, some tiring days, a lot of things going on, but I am purpose. The things that I need to do. So even though life happens and we're dealing with family members with a lot of health issues as people are getting, aging, which is a real thing that we deal with, I have to stay purposed and I have to keep my faith walk. And I always like to say, keep hope alive. Really, that's what I have to do, because if I don't, I won't be able to engage people and shine like the Lord, like I need to as I'm moving forward in purpose.
Ooh-wee. Thank you for that, Annette. Now, many entrepreneurs, they face burnout. How do you keep your mind renewed?
And it's very easy to overdo. Like, people think just because I can multitask, then I'm being productive. But I found that sometimes multitasking can actually be an enemy, because you're so busy trying to do so many things at one time that you're not the best at any particular thing. And I know personally I have been, guilty of that. So I have to keep my mind renewed. I have to keep thinking and rethinking about the things that I'm doing and asking myself every day, as I start my day with a prayer and gratitude. Before I touch my phone, my computer, I'm refocusing. I'm trying to renew my mind in this day so that I can stay on schedule. I can stay on task. I've already allocated. I try to do my to-do list the night before, not the day of, the night before. I try to get my to-do list and have it ready, even though things may shift. What am I going to do? Prioritize these things, knowing that I may not accomplish all of them, and it's okay, but be purposeful in the things that I am doing so that I can get those completed so I can move to the next thing. Because if we're not careful, we'll be doing so many things. Even I've had periods where I would be supposed to be asleep, and my mind is racing all night long about things that I need to do, who I need to call. Well, that's not healthy. So I've had to rethink some things and make sure that I am focusing on the totality of who I am and not just on all of these things, that I'm focusing on my mind, focus, what I'm thinking about, reframing my thoughts, taking care of my body, making sure I'm getting some exercise in every morning as I'm starting my day as well, and making sure I'm eating the right things because all of those are going to fuel my mind as well.
Eating the right things, fueling your mind. Thank you for that, Dr. Annette. Now, my next question for you as we start to develop was, how has writing your latest book strengthened your challenge or challenge your walk with God? But how's it strengthened or challenge your walk with God writing your latest book? Let's get into that as well.
Sure. So where Hope Took Root is not even 2 weeks off the press. It's doing okay. No complaints there. I just want everybody to know if you purchase my book, it supports our Kenyan mission school. So we have a mission school that we helped start about 18 years ago in Kakamega, Kenya. So when the books get sold, resources go to our school. But for me, the book has been, it kind of took me back to a place when I was writing it. And then when I actually got the opportunity to read it for leisure, because when you're writing it, you're not reading it for leisure. But now I was able to sit down, read my book, be encouraged as I was reading the book. And then I just had all of these thoughts just dropping in my spirit about hope and how to keep hope alive. And what else can I do to help other people to keep hope alive? And so I've been writing down because I can't do all the things that I think about, but at least write them down because they may fit in the vision at some point. So I already see some workbooks and some other projects, workshops from this hope, where hope took root, because it has to take root, because without the root, it won't grow. So I am encouraging others. A lot of my posts, typically when I write books, I don't usually post a lot of things about that book, like content from the book. I'm going to just ask people, or tell people about the book. But I've been really inspired in writing and reading the book to want to post things about hope and keeping hope alive.
Wow. Dr. Annette's coming in strong, y'all. Now, what spiritual disciplines sustain you in business, Dr. Annette? Can you share that with us today on the network? Over to you.
Sure. What spiritual disciplines sustain me in business? My number one spiritual discipline is prayer. I cannot function, and prayer helps me to take the focus off of me. So I need to get my mind set. Prayer is the first thing that I do in the morning. And it's what I do before I even get up off my bed. It's what I do when my mind realizes, oh my God, I'm still here another day. Thank you, Lord. And then I'm in the prayer. I'm in the prayer before I even get up off the bed. And so prayer begins my boundaries for the day. I start my day in prayer. I have gratitude before my feet touch the floor, before I go to the bathroom, before I pick up my phone, before I do any of these things. I'm in the prayer zone, and then I'm going to get a devotion in. I'm going to get a devotion in before I get to all of these other things. So I have to schedule, I have to spend time in the Word. And if I want some extra encouragement, I'll go to the Proverbs, which is full of business wisdom. Why? Because we are business people and we are kingdompreneurs if we serve the Lord. And so we have to stay spiritually filled to help us move in the abundance that has been established for us, so we don't move in exhaustion.
Ooh-wee, Dr. Annette's coming in really, really hot. Now, what message do you hope readers carry in their hearts long after reading your latest project? Let's get into that.
I think one of the greatest things is realizing that even though the story may be about this couple, you can see how you can relate it to your own life. And you can see how, and remind yourself that hard times may come and hard times will come, but I'm still strong and I can make it through. I don't have to give up. I don't have to go in the corner and have a pity party. I can stay purposed and seek the Lord through it. And even though you may have to cry some tears sometimes, maybe sometimes you have some headaches through it, but just knowing that you're going to make it through no matter what. And so the feedback that I have been getting from people who have read the book already and given me reviews is just they've been encouraged and inspired. And that's what I want to do is with whatever I am doing, be able to shine like the Lord and encourage and inspire other people to walk greater in the purpose that's predestined for them.
I told y'all I had a special guest coming in here. Dr. Annette is on the network. I got some more questions for you, Dr. Annette.
Sure.
Thank you for being up here today. Can you share a time when slowing down actually increased your productivity or impact? Let's get into that.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Can I think of a time? I could probably think of many times. And that's it right there, Stack. Slowing down. My family calls me the Energizer Bunny, meaning I wake up awake where other people got to get themselves together. But just because my mind was already awake before I got up off the bed, that's why. But I have to make myself stop. I have to make myself say, come back. You're moving too fast. You're trying to do too many things. You're saying yes to too many things. You need to focus on this particular thing here. So I even have to tell myself, because listen, people always see the good that you have in you. People are going to see your light, and people are going to be coming at you because they want something that you have. But I had to realize that, yes, I might have it, but just because I have it doesn't mean it's to give. So even me, I have to be careful that I'm not giving too much of myself away so that I can focus on the things that I need to do.
I love that, Dr. Annette. Now, finally, Dr. Annette, my last question for you is, what's your next ministry or your writing or your personal faith journey? What are you going to be getting into next? Like, let's get people excited, looking forward to the next thing you got going on. What's something they can look forward to in the future?
Well, there's always something new on the horizon. But the book, Where Hope Took Root, there will be a trilogy. So the second one will be coming out in February, and the third will be coming out in June. And I believe, I just hear, I'm going to see if I can get somebody who has a studio and want to buy my book to make a movie or a series or something from it. Because this is such a powerful story of hope, where it began, what it goes through, and then how it gets to an end. But then guess what? That's not the end of the story, because you're going to have another hope journey. You're going to go through things again. So that's one of the things I want to do, is try to expand on this. I've actually started both the second and the third volume. I'm about 75% in on the second. So I'm on task for that. With the Hope book, I also have generated a 21-day Hope devotional that on Monday evenings at 6 p.m. I do a 45-minute book discussion. And they're normally my books that we are discussing, or if I've had clients and I think their book is a good fit for our club, then we'll do their books as well. And that means if we do their books, then they get to earn some income from selling their books to the ladies that come into that book discussion. So those are just some of the small things. My retreat is in January, and of course we're going to be talking about hope and faith at the retreat, as well as, of course, quite a few things in the Bible and some creative art and things at the retreat as well. So yeah, this is already October. In January, my retreat is on my birthday. Starts on my birthday in January, which is January 23rd. So that'll be, my 65th birthday, believe it or not. And so I'm excited that I'm going to be retreating.
She don't look 65, y'all. She don't look 65. Don't let her fool you.
I know. Praise the Lord. 65. So I'm excited about this, and I have some things planned for those who are coming to the retreat. And I love my retreats. They're small. They're quaint. It's normally 20 ladies that come and retreat with me every January.
Ooh-wee.
And we just have a grand time. Yeah.
Now, I appreciate you, Dr. Annette, for coming up and
thank you, Stan.
Chopping it up with us. And we'll be back in real soon with Dr. Annette. You're going to see her face again. Thank you, Annette.
Thank you. Bye-bye.